The Miss Universe Philippines 2025 preliminary competition started late yesterday, but in general, it was a great show. Great energy from the hosts. The front runners did not disappoint. Atisa Manalo showed how it is done. Win Marquez proved she can win. Hi, this is CB and this is my Miss Universe Philippines 2025 preliminary competition reaction. At the end of this video, I will share to you my top 20 picks for each of the 2 rounds of the preliminary competition. But before that, let me share to you some of my comments. 66 candidates had to be squeezed into a 2-hour show, so understandably, each candidate was given only a few seconds to be on stage. Unfortunately, in the swimsuit round, the moving camera wasted a lot of those seconds because we can't see the candidate. It was okay in the evening gown round because the candidates were moving slowly or walking slowly, so the moving camera was okay. But in the swimsuit round and the moving camera, show us the candidate. We want to see the candidate. All right. Having said that, a lot of the candidates did really well. They used that short period of time on stage to showcase their swimsuit and their evening gown. Win Marquez in particular, each second was photography worthy. It was like bam, bam, bam. Perfect for the camera. She did not waste any second. I think it comes with her experience as an actor, because actors, as soon as the director said action, you start acting, and you don't stop acting until the director said cut. And whether or not you're aware that the camera is directed to you, you should continue acting. Don't stop acting. It's also for your co-actor to react. Even if the camera is not directed to you, you continue acting. I think her experience as an actor worked for her advantage on stage. So she did not waste any second. Even if she was given, or each one of them was given only a few seconds on stage. It was like, yeah, it was great for photographers, really. Like, Atisa Manalo as well. She did not waste any second, and she did not overdo it. She did not underdo it either. It was just perfect. Because tendency for some pageant veterans and front runners, because they know they're the veteran, they're the girl or the woman to beat. I want to show you, I want to prove to you I'm the front runner. I want to show to you I'm a veteran. So some of them tend to overdo it. Atisa Manalo did not do that last night. She just showed us exactly how it is done. It was like a master class. It's perfect for aspiring beauty queens. Some of the candidates also are giving this Miss Teen vibe instead of Miss Universe vibe, which is not their fault. They're just young. I actually checked their ages, and yep, they are really young. I don't know if their stylists could do something there to make them look more of a woman than of a teenager, but that's just for me. One thing that surprised me was a lot of the candidates, they looked better on screen, moving and walking, than in their photos released by Miss Universe Philippines on social media. It's weird. I mean, we expect them to look better in the photos because, you know, you get to choose your angles, you get to choose from, you know, the editors got to choose which among the many photos should be published. Unlike on screen, you can't choose your angle. Like, you move a lot, you show all the angles, so we expect them to look better on photos. A lot of them look better on screen. It's weird. They're supposed to look better in the photos. Jenny Agasid of Parañaque in particular, in her photos in the Miss Universe Philippines social media accounts, her photos, in the photo she did not particularly stand out, but on screen during the preliminary competition, she looked amazing. She was giving Janine Togonon vibe actually, but I don't know why. In the photos, I'm not sure if she just wasn't photogenic or the photographers just were not lucky enough to get a good photo of her. But in my opinion, she looked much better on screen than in the photos. Like, also with most of the candidates, in my opinion, they looked better on screen than in the photos released by Miss Universe Philippines on social media. If I were to choose Miss Photogenic, that would be Miss Davao. She has this magnetic beauty, you know, that beauty that makes you stare, you know. She and Miss Cebu City, they take great photos. I was very excited to see them on stage, but I don't know, I feel like they could do more. Especially this is Miss Universe, but I felt like they were a little soft for a Miss Universe competition. I think they can do more. They're still one of my favorites during the preliminary competition, but I felt like they could do even more than that, like stronger poses, stronger walk. I believe they will make it to the top 20 at least during the final round, and I hope you know, they could give fiercer walks and fiercer stare at the camera at the judges during the final round. Yeah, they did good during the preliminary competition, but I believe they can do much better than that. Baguio, she looked regal in the evening gown round, but in the swimsuit round, I think she was holding back a little bit. So I hope in the final round, I believe she'll make it to the at least top 20 in the final round. I hope in the swimsuit competition in the final round, she enjoys the stage more and not hold back. Benguet was amazing. She didn't even have to do anything. She just needs to walk. She didn't need to do strong poses and, you know, gimmicks. She just has to walk. Her presence was captivating. I think she can make it to at least the top 5 during the final round. Malaya Klan, she gave strong poses and great facial expressions in both rounds. Great job. Going back to Davao, if she gives stronger poses and more variety in her facial expressions, I think she can be a top contender and the winner. Instead of giving us regular poses, regular walk. And I know she can do it because she is amazing when it comes to posing for photography, and I hope she could translate that when it comes to walking in swimsuit and in the evening gown. There's potential there. She just has to do it. Isabella, as I expected, she did great in both rounds. However, if she wants to stay on top, I think she should push it a little bit more because she is competing against an Ileana Aduana, against a Win-Win Marquez, against a Chelsea Fernandez, against an Atiza Manalo. If she wants to stay on top, she has to do something extraordinary. Otherwise, she will be outperformed by these pageant veterans. Pangasinan, she looked amazing in her photos, so I was very excited to see her on stage. But during the preliminary competition, she was all right, but you cannot win with just an all right performance. So if she wants to stay on top, she needs to do not a little bit more, but much more. There's potential there. She just needs, I think, proper training and proper push if she wants to beat the veterans and stay on top. But there's potential there. Atisa Manalo, I like what she's doing. Not overdoing it, but not underdoing it either. She stays calm, not too confident. If she continues her composure, I think she will stay on top. Ileana Aduana, as expected, she did stand out. I'm just a little worried. She has the tendency to overdo it a little bit, just a little bit. I wouldn't notice it in a normal situation, but now she's competing against a lot of front runners, not just one, not just two, not just three, but a lot of front runners. So now we have to nitpick, and that's the only thing that I noticed. She has to bring it down just a little bit, and but otherwise she's doing amazing. Katrina Llegado, if you base it only on the face, among the 66 candidates, I think she has the most Miss Universe face, if you know what I mean. She did stand out as well, but if there's something I would like her to work on is the facial expression. I hope she could show more variety in her facial expressions instead of just smiling from A to B, smiling from B to C and back to B, smiling the entire time. I wish she could show more variety there, but otherwise she's good. She's ready for the universe as well. So I scored the 66 candidates separately in the swimsuit round and the evening gown round. So here are my top 20 candidates in both rounds. So those are my top 20 picks for the swimsuit and evening gown rounds of the preliminary competition of Miss Universe Philippines 2025. Feel free to agree or disagree in the comment section. And see you on May 2, 2025 for the coronation ceremony of Miss Universe Philippines 2025. Who do you think will win the crown? Please tell us in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.